we coming, baby. Black boys, hold on, we coming. And I'm your history teacher. I'm your Pan-African studies professor. You Negroes are so weak-backed. Y'all complain over everything, cry over everything. The zest is getting too much. The zest is getting out of control. Let the haters hate. If it wasn't for the hate of the haters, I would not be great, brothers and sisters.
I'm going to be honest with you. The haters, the struggle streamers, they really helped toughen me up to the criticism. It's a whole nother level. But my thing is, if you never did it, why are you speaking on it? And if you're not doing anything for the people, why are you speaking on it?
We are back with another Dr. Umar update. And let's be honest, at this point, every Dr. Umar update feels like deja vu. It's a new video, a new live stream, same story, different excuse, sometimes the same excuses.
You Negroes are so weak-backed. Y'all complain over everything, cry over everything. Somebody got tissue in the toilet, didn't even flush it. Contractors, brothers and sisters, these are brand new toilets.
Dr. Umar, why are you showing us turds in the toilet seat? Like, this is disgusting. I understand you're upset that some contractors took a big dump, a big dookie in your toilet, but why do you think you need to live stream that to everyone to see? I can't believe I had to deal with even trying to edit that, looking at some guy splattered diarrhea, and you thought that was a good idea to show that kind of dookiness. I wonder how much more donations you receive by showing that to people. And he's back with a fresh interview with the YouTuber by the name of the Danza Project or Danza Project. Put the link in the description below if you guys want to check that out. Apparently it's part 1. If part 2 comes out and is interesting, we'll talk about it. But basically it's the same premise. He's saying that the school is almost ready, but he doesn't want to say it's almost ready, but it's almost ready. And he's not going to say it's almost done anymore, which kind of makes sense. He's been doing this for, I don't know, over 10 years.
You know, we've been almost done for so long. And now we're at the floors. But I'm still scared to say we done. Because every time I say we done, something else comes up. So, you know, I ain't been saying nothing. My thing is, when it's done, that's when I'll announce.
After all the years of saying that we're almost there, he's officially retired the phrase. And not because the school is finished or near finished. I mean, watching the live streams, watching the last 2 live streams, you see that the school is nowhere near finished. The reason why he doesn't want to say it, because he's tired of hearing the criticism. He is tired of hearing that for himself because it's not happening. He says the floors are going in, the city is holding up inspections, and contractors, especially black contractors, have done him dirty.
But you in the second smallest state, only a handful of black folks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Contractors that you can really, you know, go to. And everybody we use came highly recommended, by the way. We got the people we were told to get, and they still didn't do it.
And all of this sums up the entire saga. Everyone else fails, but Umar remains the hero victim in his own movie.
Everybody in the conscious community is arrogant. What are you singling me out for? Ain't I the most requested? Am I the most credentialed? Am I the #1 most requested? The only one to speak on every continent this century?
In his latest interview, he kind of brings back the same talking points. He claims that the city of Wilmington has been working against him. They have tried to sell the building behind his back, big accusations, and he hasn't really provided any receipts that actually happened. And since it's not proof, it's just more performative. It's another performance, another act by this decade-long play called Why Umar Still Can't Open This Damn School.
They tried to sell the school behind our back last month for some frivolous expenses that we should not have even owed. So when I hear people say he could have got this done for $5,000, you don't know what you're talking about. If you never did it, why are you speaking on it?
He's now saying that he's going to apply for a certificate of occupancy by the end of the year. But where have we heard this before? Probably every year since 2019, because every end of the year becomes next year's excuse. That's the pattern. Push the goalposts, shift the blame, start another fundraiser. He says if you're not helping, don't criticize.
We're being questioned and criticized by people who do nothing. And that's why I'm so tight-lipped on it, because I'm like, I don't owe you no answers. On top of the fact you never donated. On top of the fact you never drove by there and picked up a piece of trash.
Which is ridiculous. We can criticize anything we want. I would say for leadership, that's a terrible way of doing things because I believe that this man is allergic to accountability. Dr. Umar does not like being criticized. He has a huge ego. In every live stream, he talks about he's the greatest, the best that ever was. And you notice the fact that he can't get this school to be open. A lot of it is due to his ego. He has pushed a lot of people away. It comes across like he's grifting people because he realizes, I guess deep down when no one is around, I'm sure he's thinking about this, that he is in over his head. He should have had other people do this. And the fact that his ego is so strong that he can't get help, can't ask for help, all he does is continue to get more and more money and puts himself deeper into a hole. It kind of reminds me of that guy that did that Fire Fest festival. This guy clearly was in over his head, but kept collecting money, trying to figure out a way to make this work. Even when everyone was telling him that it's not going to work, you need more time, he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing in this like sociopathical way, like some kind of insane person, knowing that this is not going to work. You're not going to get the infrastructure to this island. You're not going to have the appropriate accommodations. And he made people show up. And they had nothing to see. There were no artists. It was a complete, utter disaster. I'm surprised that no one died in that situation. Why he kept going? Because he started with his grand plan. And he thought, if I just keep getting money, I'll figure it out. I'm going to figure this out and become the next great entrepreneur. Instead of just saying, I effed up, I need to quit, or I need some serious help. And that distinction goes with Dr. Umar. He had the grand plan of building a school. Like he wants to be the greatest educator in the world. But you understand that building a school takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of time. And you can't travel the world doing talks. You can't be on live streams. You can't make movies and all this type of thing. When you want to build a school, it takes a lot of effort and skill and know-how and resources. And instead of just saying, hey man, I'm in over my head, he's been doing this for 10 years. He can't back out now. So this is the play that we're all watching. Him struggling to get this school to be open.
He too arrogant. He too arrogant. Everybody's arrogant. Y'all just mad at me because I'm number one. He the most requested and he's still humble enough to clean the toilet. He the most requested and he's still humble enough to give his phone number out. He the most requested and he's still available to help black parents. Calling somebody arrogant. Give me a break. Y'all just mad I'm still number one. Y'all done threw everything at me. Y'all done try to get to school.
And now the movement that was supposed to empower a generation has turned into a man live streaming himself doing janitorial work. He's scrubbing the floors. He's scrubbing the toilets, still calling out the haters. And I've seen a few videos making fun of the man cleaning toilets. I will say any kind of work is good work, whether you are cleaning toilets or not. There's a lot of people out there who do clean toilets. If you take pride in what you're doing, as long as you're not out there committing crimes or grifting people, if you need to clean a toilet to make money, do what you gotta do. The issue is the fact that he can't get school going and the fact that he's calling out haters and reading donation messages as he cleaning the toilet. Yeah, I can see that being a bit of a joke, but if you have to clean toilets, do what you have to do. Take pride of your job. Take pride of how you make money to support yourself and your family. Working in plumbing, you can make a lot of money. As he says that we don't need plumbers and the plumbing's fine, as if pride can pass an inspection.
The plumbing is fine. We just got to clean. Here we go with the know-it-alls. Know everything, built nothing. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never.
Look, if you've been watching Umar this long, you know that he has built the entire brand out of excuses. Every delay becomes proof of persecution. Every critic becomes an enemy. Every live stream becomes a sermon about why he is the chosen one. He even doubled down, talking about he is the only relevant institutional builder in the black conscious community.
Now, if you doing the work, you say, look, I built me a relevant institution.
Alpha males build independent institutions for their community. That's how you know a real alpha male.
That's not confidence. I think that's isolation. When you're the only one in the room, you never have to answer questions from anyone else. And that's the trap. He's surrounded by followers, not real colleagues, by donors, not real doers. And the moment someone asks where the money's gone, boom, they're agents or trolls or jealous. He doesn't want criticism unless you give him money. And I think even if you do give him money, he still doesn't want that criticism. He wants to do whatever he wants to do until he gets to school whenever he figures it out. I mean, the fact that a man that's supposed to be running a school, running an educational network, right, an institution, that person running things probably should not be the one cleaning the floors or cleaning the bathrooms because they have other things to do. They should have someone hired to do these type of things. And if they don't have the resources to do so, they shouldn't try to open a school. The sad truth of all this is the story is not going to change. We could recycle half the footage from last year and no one would notice. He is still fighting the city. He's still blaming the contractors. He's still asking for donations. And he's still calling anyone who criticizes him a hater. And he's still insisting that the grand opening is just around the corner. That corner must be in another dimension at this point because over 10 years later, the school is still a construction zone. You could just look through some of the stuff I've seen, look through this live stream. There's tons of work that still needs to be done in the area that he's able to show us. So what's really new? I guess, more recent content. I mean, he likes to talk about current events, but the man doesn't run a school. He is just running a content farm, a content loop. Each live stream, each rant, each interview, each bathroom cleaning session, it's about engagement farming. He wants to continue to make as much money as possible. He's not really fixing the leaks and the issues of the building. He's just feeding the algorithm. And that's why it never ends. The unfinished school keeps the story alive and the story keeps the money coming in. And like I said, he'll tell you that this is a war for independence, but independence doesn't mean that you refuse oversight. It just means you stand on results. And right now, the only consistent results is the live stream views and the Cash Apps and the Venmos and the PayPals. That's the pattern. The speeches get longer, the excuses get louder, but the progress stays invisible. So that's where we're at. Umar says that the floors are going down, the city's against him, the contracts failed him, and the critics don't understand his vision, and especially if they didn't give him any money, he doesn't want to hear it from the critics. I hope that the school does open. I don't know when it ever will be. I mean, some people believe that it'll never get open. I wouldn't bet on it. I'll say that. I would not bet any money about the school opening if someone wanted to say, hey, you want to bet $100 that he'll open the school? And I'm like, nah, I'm not taking that bet. No, I'm not taking that bet. That's not a good bet. But let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.